Grace and peace, everyone. This is Charles here with your Midweek Recharge. And this week, I want to talk about the cost of unity through non-judgment. I know, kind of convoluted, but it'll make sense in a moment. So, as we're coming to the end of our conversation, walking through Paul's letters to the believers in Rome, as Paul is wrapping up his communication to the Roman believers, he emphasizes the power that the gospel of Jesus Christ has in bringing about unity. And he starts to address a couple of matters where the church has been rather judgmental of each other, of one another. He focuses in particular on the issue of food, of eating, and eating meals that were sacrificed, that were consecrated to idols, to other gods. And if you recall, this was something that Paul addressed extensively in his communication with the Corinthians. And so we see the theme coming back, except this time, Paul really drills down and emphasizes the need to not be judgmental. He also examines the Sabbath and when individuals might select as their day of rest. And as you recall, hopefully you recall that in Paul's communication to the Corinthians, that was another issue that came up, this idea of keeping the Sabbath, of keeping circumcision, of holding on to the Mosaic law. And Paul's point is that the grace provided by Christ doesn't void the law, but it is the culmination. It's the fulfillment of the law. And so therefore, we don't need to hold on to these cultural vestiges of a different time now that Christ has fulfilled the promise of God to Abraham. And so we come full circle. And as Paul is addressing the Romans, he's encouraging them not to get wrapped up in who eats or who doesn't eat and when someone chooses their day of rest, their day of worship. What's most important is that we come back to the fact that we all believe in Jesus. And so my challenge to you this week is to embrace the things that make us united, not to get caught up in small doctrinal teaching issues, small ideas that we may disagree on, but to remember what's most important. We all believe in Jesus. Let that be your recharge.